Wendell, welcome in. How's it going? How you doing today? How you feeling? How are you? And Mika, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? How are you, Robert? Welcome in. How you doing? User 5559. Welcome back. Brent, how you doing, darling? Welcome in. I'm doing good, Robert. I'm doing very good. Buttercup, how you been? Beautiful. How have you been, Buttercup? Dale, welcome in. How you doing, Buttercup? I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been? How's life treating you? How's your boyfriend? Brent, thank you for liking live. How you doing today, Brent? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Dale. I'm doing good, Buttercup. I appreciate y'all asking. I'm doing good. Life is good. I'm good. I'm doing good. Thank you, thank you. I feel like I'm having kind of a bad hair day. It wasn't doing what I wanted. I watched it last night. It's not doing what I wanted to do today. So I don't know. You got some news? What kind of news are you expecting? A bit tired but good. Welcome in, guys. Okay, okay, good. Okay, good. Good, good, good. That made me feel better. She said, oh no. It's not the best though. Sion, how's it going? Team no kids. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm with you. Their mom's in the hospital. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'll be praying for her. What is her name? Prayers, welcome in. How's it going, guys? Brent, thank you for liking it live. Ladana, is it Ladana? Thomas, we will definitely pray for her. Ladana. Buttercup, I just came back from the hospital. All last week I was at the hospital with my loved one. And they had to have emergency surgery. I was there from Monday to Friday. We would definitely pray for Miss Thomas. Prayers, thank you for the heart me. If you like, we can pray right now. We can say a little prayer right now, a short prayer, and then tonight when I come on for Bible reading, we can lift her up in prayer. Okay. Jordan, welcome in. So if I could just ask everybody that's on the live, if you can just touch and agree with me. We lift up Ladana tonight, this morning, God. We ask that you would be with her, cover her and keep her, touch her body, Lord. Heal her, Heavenly Father. Allow her organs to function as you have created them to, Heavenly Father. I pray that those cells will be constantly turning over, constantly renewing, Heavenly Father. Whatever is going on, Heavenly Father, I pray that you touch her. Touch her body. Give her peace, peace in her body, peace in her spirit, peace in her mind. I pray that the doctors and the nurses taking care of her will render the best care that they can to her, Lord. And I pray that you would just give Buttercup peace to know that you have things under control, God. All will be well. In Jesus' name, amen. We will pray for her tonight again, Buttercup, okay? Ben, welcome in. You're very welcome, Buttercup. How you doing, Nick? How's it going? The weather is nice today. Living life blessed. It's supposed to rain. Look, it's cloudy. Landlord, what you talking about? You got child support money. What you talking about? How you doing, Nick? Because I just wanted my siblings to hear me. How you doing, Richard? I'm sorry, Buttercup. Shirley, welcome in. How you doing today, Richard? I'm sorry, Buttercup. I'm doing good, Nick. Peter, how's it going? Delaney, welcome in. I'm doing good. How's work been going, Richard? Jay, I am doing well. Buttercup, thank you for the heart puff and you're awesome. They just keep giving me data and what the doctor says. Oh, even if it's a small one. I'm sorry, Buttercup. I'll be praying for your mom and just for that situation. Rue, I appreciate you. Kenny, how's it going? Both is terrible, Sankey. Both are terrible. LaFace, the scholar, welcome in. How are you? Is it LaFace or Elface? Which one? How you doing, Teddy? Welcome in. How is it going? How you feeling today? How you feeling? How you doing? How's everybody doing today? Thank you for the thumbs up. You're doing great. 13, how you doing, darling? Girl, dad, welcome in. No, they left Friday. Texas treating me is all right, Elface. It's all right. It's all right. It's Texas. Sniper, welcome in. You just waiting for the rain? Barbarios, how are you? Shirley, how's it going? I am dual streaming this morning. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. They were, yeah, it was, they're doing better. They're doing much better. Better than Los Angeles to treat me. What's going on in Los Angeles? What's happening in LA? Girls grab me, welcome in. Michael, how's it going? You had a good rain this morning? I haven't had lunch, Nick. I'm eating a banana right now. Aw, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday too, girl. Dad, you so sweet. Inflation? How much gas over there? How much is gas? Where is gas? How much is gas where everybody is? It's a little under $4 over here. It went up. Some places it's like 4.29. I'm not Mel William. $7. Oh my gosh. That means you gotta, when you go to the pump, you gotta make some life decisions. Whether or not you gonna eat for the day. Do I need to put gas in my car or do I need to eat today? Thank you for the divine finger sprint. It jumped. Yeah, it did. Have I ever had braids? No. I've done twists, but not as an adult because my scalp gets very oily and I have to wash my hair frequently. So, how you doing, Jesse? Welcome in. My electric truck for the most part. How much does that save you on gas? I see you, Vendra. How you doing? What's the weather? Well, it's 73 degrees right now. I'm doing good. My area Jeep 80 to fill up. You want to marry me? How come? How come you want to marry me? Hug from Brazil, welcome in. Thank you, William, for that hug. I appreciate you. Chris, welcome in. You just had your dinner? What'd you have for dinner? 800 a month? Man, gas about 800 a month? Would you ever do natural ones? What do you mean? So I've never have done like braids where I added hair. I always the times I have done twist, it's my hair. I focus on if it's a car scammer to make sure they don't scam. I try to pay cash when I go to the gas stations. Yeah, I don't. I've always had a lot of hair, Buttercup, and even when I didn't have a lot of hair, it's because I cut it and I didn't want to. I was trying not to. I needed a break from my hair, so. But I mean, I had done. I will do twists every now and then. It's been a while, but it takes so much time to do and they don't last. Physics bro, how you doing? Los chulos, how's it going? How are you doing today? Bien, todo bien conmigo. Unashamed, how are you? Estoy bien. Michael, how you doing? 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요, Michael. Yeah, I'm doing okay. How you doing, my name? Welcome back in. Cassoulet? What is that, Nick? Checking in from the big city. How you doing, AG Low? I just had the best laugh watching your live from last night just before you started playing. Really, what happened? They doing good and ashamed. I appreciate you asking. They're doing very good. I gotta help the oldest. She's getting a new bunny this weekend, so we need to clean and disinfect the previous cage that she had. So I'm gonna help her do that. Orangutanang. Thank you for the follow. But they're good. I appreciate you asking, unashamed. You have an apartment in Rio de Janeiro? Slow cooked beans with sausage? Oh, that sounds good. Jeff, how are you? What am I having for breakfast? I had some banana fruit. I like to eat fruit in the morning. I like to eat fruit in the morning. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I know. And your very kind way you told everybody I'm not talking about none of that stuff. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, because I don't want to have those conversations. They're uncomfortable conversations, and a lot of the way people think, a lot of the ways men that come on the lives think, it disturbs me. Oh, really, Peter? That's cool. Yeah, they because somebody, Superman Lane was on YouTube, kept bringing it up. He came on the live. He likes to poke at me. I think somebody ended up like muting him last night. I don't know. He'll back or today if he can, maybe tonight. And he likes poking at me. And I eventually, if you keep watching the live from last night, you can go on YouTube and watch it because I was dual streaming. I told him I was like, I don't know how I feel about you. I'm kind of indifferent, but he likes messing with me. Men come into my job sometimes and say some very questionable things. Men say questionable things all the time on the live. Underboss, how's it going? Keith, how are you? Thank you, AG. I appreciate you. It was like silk. Oh, that sounds nice. Polite kindness, Google, cybersecurity, baddies online. um, I can tell. I mentioned this last night that I can tell a lot of men don't speak to women in real life because it shows. It definitely shows. It's uncomfortable. I don't want to be having those conversations with. I'm okay having them with people I'm close to, my friends and stuff like that. But for men, strange men on the line, I don't want to be talking about that stuff. But they want to talk about it with me. I don't want to talk about nothing. Yeah, some men I can tell they ain't never been. This a thing. I dual stream. Right now I'm dual streaming. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. Right now, every now and then, maybe 1% of the time, I'll say 2% of the time, I'll have a woman that comes in and messes with me that trolls on YouTube. It's 1% of the time. The rest of the time is men. Men troll mess with me on TikTok live and they mess with me on the YouTube live. They either come in and say really sexual and vile things on YouTube, or they come in and they critique me when I'm reading the Bible on TikTok. And if you go and you look at my posts, I get nitpicked by men, and I'm like, why is that? Right? I know that men will feel a certain way, like they can talk to me a certain way because I'm a woman, and they feel like they have the right, they feel entitled to give me their opinion or to try to check me. But some of the times when men come at me a certain way, I'm like, if I was a dude, there's no way you will be coming at me sideways like that because you would get chin checked. Like, and I think it should be I think people should be allowed to put their hands on other people a little bit more because people wouldn't be as brave. People wouldn't be as brave if you knew you were gonna get punched in the face, right? You wouldn't be talking to me some kind of way, any kind of way. How you doing, ABC guy? Online men be having simp motives. Not gonna lie, they just come in and they start poking at me. How you doing, Kurt? Welcome in. I am doing good, Umberto. How have you been? Just be nice and simple. A lot of people don't know how to be nice, Peter. Rev, how's it going? People need them rock'em sock'ems. Yeah, if you had a fear that you were gonna get punched in the face, maybe you wouldn't allow some of that stuff to come out of your mouth. They try to punish you for it. Keep being yourself because they know they have no chance. I don't know. I'm nice, and I make it a point to make everybody to try to make everybody feel seen and acknowledged and stuff like that. I Now the men that come on YouTube live and they say like sexual about stuff is unfortunate, but that's a given. Like I know that's just the nature of coming on live. I'm gonna have to deal with that. But I don't like when I'm reading the Bible and they try to say, "Oh, you need to be doing this," or they try to call me out. That's what I don't like. Or I don't like them bringing up relationship stuff. I'm okay with talking about it, but I know that a lot of some of my views is not going to line up with their views, and I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to force my beliefs or my thoughts or any of that on another person. But if I say I don't agree with you, but I'm okay with that, they get upset. Like they want to change my mind. It's like I can't have a conversation with you because you're not listening to me. You're just trying to put together your argument. Guns don't talk or test other men like that. It's easy to troll on the internet. Just laugh at the sucker. Jeffrey, how are you? Thank you, Rev. I will. I try to. I try to stay prayed up as much as possible. I put my whole address and full name in chats to test any human that wants to find out why my eyes shift. Whoa. You about that life on the boss? On the boss said he about that life. Oh, no, no. It's okay. It's okay, physics, bro. It's okay. Coming on live, I have to be comfortable with talking about a lot of stuff, even the stuff that I'm not necessarily a fan of talking about. I gotta be okay with talking about because it's gonna come up, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm fine with having those conversations with the regulars that come in the live, right? The regulars that I have coming in the live are decent people, you know. They if they we might not always agree with stuff, but I know that if they they're sensible, upstanding people. Thank you, Peter. AG said, "Chill on your boss." How you doing, Heavy? Welcome in. Thank you, Unashamed. I appreciate you. Underboss said, "I'm about that live Heavy. I'm monitored by several agencies online and in real life, including Mhm. Thank you, Jack Ace. So if you missed it last night, you can go and watch it on. You can watch most of my lives. If you miss them, you can go on YouTube and watch them because I dual stream. Only time I don't dual stream is Monday movie night and karaoke night on Friday. But we have been playing Uno and we have been playing Connect Four. I won some of the games last night, but I also lost. I lost a game to Mike, and I lost another game, MMM. Yes, I did. But we've been having fun. It's been fun. So if you like board games and stuff like that, um, then you can come back on Tuesday and play with me. 90% of people are okay. It's the other. How you doing, Michael? Welcome back in. How are you? How you feeling today, Michael? Should have had trouble. Buttercup, thank you for the divine fingers. Dougie First, how's it going? Most people online are cowards and sexual deviants who have boundary. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Um, I don't read any of my private messages unless not unless somebody specifically says, "Hey, I'm gonna message you about this," and then I'll go check it. Every now and then, I will scroll them through the messages, and the stuff that I get sent to me is like disgusting. You know, there should be some action that you could do to like people shouldn't be able to just speak freely the way they do on the internet. Yeah, I know that last bit. I know that last game we played 13, you were distracted. As I was, if you go back and watch it, I was telling Mike, I said he wasn't paying attention. I'm doing good, Michael. I'm doing very good. Mr. Friend, how are you? How's Dad? How's Rainy? Trying to filter comments, but people always find a way around it. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Michael, thank you for liking the live. Or it filters everything unnecessary. Yeah. Can y'all hear Ilse? She in there crying. Yeah, that's my cat Ilse. She wants to come outside, but I'm not at home and there's too many cars around here. Marnie, she's good. She's in there. She probably is sitting by the door. They follow me, her and Ilse. Both my dog and cat follow me around the house. I get up, whatever room I go in, they follow me. If I go in the bathroom, they follow me in there. If I close the door and they're not inside the bathroom with me, they would cry. So I just have to call them to come in the bathroom with me. When I take a shower, they want to be in there with me. They just follow me all over the place. Two cousins that own the nonprofits pop up on me. Oh, okay, okay. No worries, 13. No worries. Yeah, they follow me all over the place. The cat and the dog both. They just sit next to each other and just wait for me to open the door. I come outside and they act like it's the end of the world. I'm like, I try to talk to them. I'm like last night I came out to my car. I told them both, I said, look, I'm just, give me like 2 minutes. I need to go look for something in the car. Those are moles. Those are moles. Um, I tell them, like, I'll be back. I will be back. Don't cry. I'll be right back. Yeah, there's moles. I got one right here. One here. I got some more. I got one here. My favorite topics. I like reading the science articles. I've been reading science articles on the live, like talking about the concept of time. I like talking about plants, the cosmos, I don't know, nice things, happy experiences. I usually cover them. Uh, so depending on which sunscreen I use, it can kind of mute them out a little bit. Cause I wear sunscreen. I don't wear face makeup, but I do wear sunscreen, and depending on which type I use, some of them are more. I guess they're thicker than the other. I have two, three types that I wear, and sometimes they can kind of cover them up. Again, I'll be glad to take one, one to give me a total 12 strength. Yeah, I have a bunch of moles. I have a mole on my hand. Can you see it on the finger? You can see it as well on the YouTube live. You can't see it at all. It's right there. Can y'all see my mole right there? When I was little, I feel like it has lightened up, but when I was little, I used to think it was dirt and I would try to scrub it off. How you doing, Manny? Welcome in. What is my understanding of time and reality? Marvy, thank you for the follow. My understanding of time is that it's not linear. I don't know. So I've always kind of been fascinated with the topic, but I think after my near death experience, it grew even more because I don't know how long I was gone. I want to say for some minutes, but it felt like I was gone for a lot longer. And I'm like, why is that? Was I outside of time? I mean, I wonder what it is. Spike, welcome in. Oh, look, a ladybug flew on my cup. Is that a ladybug? Or is that a beetle? I think that's a beetle. So with the birth of my youngest daughter, Yo Yo, I wasn't here for a little bit. I wasn't here for a little bit, but by God's grace, I came back. I was allowed to come back, but you know how they say your life flashes before you. I experienced that. I it's okay. It was a very traumatic experience. The hospital experience was traumatic, but the spiritual aspect of it was a very profound and one that I think about. I think about that experience every day still. It's been 12 years. I still think about it every day. Where am I from? I'm from the US. Were I able to have interaction with God? Yes, I was. So, um, okay, let's see. Let's set my coffee down. I had to have emergency C-section. So those of y'all that have been here, I've talked about my experience a few times. I had a high risk pregnancy. They tried to get me to terminate it because they said I was going to be putting my life on the line, and I knew that it was dangerous, but I wanted my baby. And so just so many things. The doctors dropped the ball in so many ways, and it. I was in a bad situation very quickly, and they told me that I was gonna have to have emergency C-section, and my heart rate had dropped, and Yo-Yo's heart rate dropped, and I just wasn't doing good. And they told me they were gonna let my mom come back there, and they didn't. They gave me the medicine to numb everything, but then they started cutting it, and I can feel it, and I started yelling. And they're like, no, you just feel pressure. And I was in excruciating pain, and I'm like, no, I could feel that. And I just started praying. I was in so much pain. I just started praying because that's the only thing I knew that was going to save me. My mom wasn't in there to speak for me. That's all I knew how to do. I did what my mama taught me to do. I prayed. I prayed. I started uh, saying Psalms 23rd. That's the one that came to me. And I said that over and over and over again. Welcome in, guys. Scott, how you doing? Pastor, how are you? Anna, how are you? And I was just telling them I'm in pain. Please stop. And so they gave me some more medicine. And I'm just laying there. So they have your arms like that. Like they strap you down. I'm already like they have to strap my arms down anyway when I go to the hospital because of my seizures of my history of seizures. But when they do the C-section, they strap your arms down like that. It's cold and I'm in pain, and I just pray, and I'm listening to the machines go off, and uh, my vision gets very blurry. I'm looking up and my vision gets very blurry, and then my hearing, it starts to sound like I'm underwater, and I'm focusing on the machines going off, and then I start hearing this one of the machines making a loud noise, and then my hearing just goes out, and I felt myself being pulled, like I was going up. I was going up, I was going up, and I was trying to control it. At one point, I was telling myself, I was like, wake up, Tabitha, you have to wake up, wake up. I kept telling myself, wake up, and I couldn't control it. I was trying to, but I couldn't control it. I just kept telling myself, wake up, Tabitha, you gotta wake up. And then I just kept feeling myself being pulled up, and it reached a point that as I was going up, that I realized, like in my spirit, I knew that I wasn't here anymore. Like I guess I realized that I had crossed the, I had crossed over, crossed the threshold or whatever. Just Sparks, how you doing? My day is going good, and I saw the best memories of my life, the best moments of my life. I got to relive them over again. Me being a little girl, I remember seeing my mom, like core memories, anything beautiful that I had experienced. I got to see them again, like on a, it was like I got to see them on a huge screen, but I also was able to feel that emotion, kind of like I experienced them again. And it was memories of me being a little girl, memories of me and my oldest daughter, and just happy memories. I got to experience them again. And so after that, I went through this tunnel, and I was being pulled through the tunnel. And towards the end is this long tunnel. And when I get towards the end of the tunnel, I see that there's this vast light. It's very blinding, it's a powerful light. And when I came into the light, it wasn't hot, it didn't feel heat or anything. It felt very peaceful, very light, but it was just a strong, blinding light. And I knew that when I stepped into the light, I was in a space where I could talk to God. And I told God, I said, no, what about my mom? What about my daughter? They need me. No. And as soon as I said that, as soon as I had that thought, I started coming back. And it felt like it took a while for all this to take place, to happen. But when I told God, no, I can't, what about my mom? What about my daughter? They need me. That part felt like it happened like instantly. And I started coming back, and I tried to, I guess when I came to, I was trying to talk. And I was asking for my mom. I was like, where's my mom? I couldn't form my words all the way. It was coming out slurred. It was just, but I was trying to talk. I was trying to get my words out. And I was like, where's my daughter? I need to see her. They thought I was asking for Yo-Yo, but I was asking for Yaya. I said, I have a daughter. She's 6. I need to see her. I was like, where's my mom? Finally, they let my mom come in the room. And I look at her face, and it's all swollen. She had been crying. And I asked her, I said, can you just please put your hands on my face? I couldn't believe that I was still here, that I was still alive. And I told her, I said, you have no idea. You don't have any idea how much I love you. I've always been close to my mom, and I've always loved her. But I knew for myself that the type of love that I had for her and my daughter is unlike any other love I have experienced in this life. And so I had to be in the hospital for a little bit because I couldn't breathe on my own. I would go to sleep and I would stop breathing. And my mom was there, and sometimes she would wake me up and she said, you got to remember to breathe. You're not breathing. I struggled for a little bit, but I was okay. Yo-Yo was okay. And but it was so traumatic, and it kind of sucked because I feel like it took away my birthing experience with her, because I was trying to make sure I was gonna stay alive. I was trying to make sure I was okay. And one of the nurses that was in the room with me when all this was happening, she came back and she visited me before I left the hospital, and she said, I can't believe that I'm looking at you. I'm sitting here looking at you. She said, you were fighting. You were really fighting. And I was. I know that I knew that I wanted to be here. But as traumatic as it was a very profound experience. And I think maybe that's the first time I've ever been able to tell that experience without me crying. Electrica, how's it going? Thank you, Richard, for the paper crane. But it's something that has changed my life. I was never a materialistic person. I didn't really care about things before then, but I worked all the time. As many of y'all can see how consistent I am with the live streaming. I pushed myself and I worked all the time. I was just constantly working. And then after that, I saw that what mattered most was time. I'm like, God allowed me to still be here. I have time. And God has given me extra time. I'm going to spend it the way I want to spend it. And that was being with my girls. That happened in 2014, and by 2015, I had my tiny house. And I had wanted to move off the grid before then, but I was a little bit, you're very welcome, Mr. Friend. I was a little bit worried. I was like, what will people think of me? I just was unsure. But when I came to, and as I was laying on the table, just realizing what had happened, it I thought about that, and I told God, I was like, I know that you have placed that dream inside my heart. So I'm going to live the way you have called me to live. A lot of people, they just kind of, maybe they don't know and they feel like, oh, I just made the decision. No, it is a calling. God has called me to live this way. And I've been living this way for almost 11 years. Billy, how you doing? Thank you for the you're awesome. How are you today? It did motivate me. It did motivate me. But yeah, I was like, I'm going to live the way God has placed it in my heart to live. So by the next year, I had my tiny house. I was living off the grid. Live with a material girl, that can be tough, Electrica. Arsenal life partner, and you continue winning life. Thank you, Marvin. Did I ever find it hard to be social with people? It is. So I have a friend that had a near-death experience too. Hers was a bit different, and she's here on YouTube and she shares her experience too. Um, I do. She's one of probably like the only people that I can talk to about certain stuff, and I feel like she gets me. She understands me, and the way I met her, I know it was divine. It was a divine appointment. I know that God has set it up for us to come into each other's life, and a lot of things, like I said before, I wasn't a materialistic person, but I was focused on working. I had a business and stuff like that. And afterwards, that desire went away. A lot of the stuff that I did place focus on wasn't important to me anymore. And there was a change. It was a change. A lot of stuff maybe that I would have been okay with before, I wasn't okay with anymore. And I just lost interest because I saw it wasn't of any importance. And I know that it was a bit hard maybe for some people uh, to understand. But I wouldn't say that it was hard for me to be social, but it was. Now, I would say this, I wanted to come back. I did. I wanted to come back. But that peace, that level of peace and love that I felt like I was the only being in the universe, and God's love was completely focused on me. Like, I felt like God's love was just all centered on me. And that's a very powerful, wonderful feeling. Nothing on earth comes close to it. The only thing, every now and then I get little glimpses of it when I'm with my girls. I see them laughing, or just moments with them, or when I'm out in nature, I see little bit glimpses of it, but it still doesn't come close to the amount of the immense love I felt when I was in that light. And it's it is it is kind of like, although I want to be here, but a part of me, when I went home, I was a little bit saddened that I didn't stay, because how do you experience something like that and then you come back from it and you're supposed to carry on with day-to-day life? So it has been a bit hard, but every day that I wake up, I'm grateful because I get to be here. And I say this, like, I ask God, I'm like, God, why am I here? Why did you allow me to? What is my purpose here? And He revealed it to me very clearly. He said, your job is to love everyone to your full capacity. You are a child of the light. You walk in the light. And it is, I walk in the light. And it's my desire, and I feel like my responsibility to speak of the light. You know, a lot of people, so many people struggle, so many people go through dark times and just horrible things. If I can offer them any little glimmer of hope, that's my desire. You know, some people, they don't know that they have a creator in heaven that loves them. A lot of people have had bad experiences with their parents. They don't know what it's like to be loved unconditionally. And if I could plant that seed, or just talk to them, or maybe something that I say, or just hearing from my life experiences, I can show them that maybe your earthly parents have failed you. Maybe you've been mistreated, abused, neglected, but you do have a creator that loves you and that wants to have a close relationship with you. Ramiro, how you doing? Welcome in. You're very welcome, Mr. Friend. But yeah, I mean, my early life, my childhood wasn't great. I have a very loving mother, but she was by herself, and I had an older sister, and she was just trying to do the best that she could. She didn't have a lot of help, and we suffered a lot, because she didn't have help, and she was taking care of us by herself. And I I went through some things, abuse, and it is just, it was just me and my sister. It was just me and my sister. Um, but I think it's important for us to share our testimonies and what we've been through. Thank you, Ramiro, because it shows people that, I've been through things too, and I got through it, you know. Stop and say. All right, Billy, I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Billy. But, yeah, to me, life is simple. It's simple. Life is about love. You love God as much as you can, and you ask Him to give you the capacity to love Him more. And you love the people that you're around as much as you can. When you wake up in the morning, you ask God, thank you, Brent, to fill your heart up with love. So much love. That's what I do. When I wake up in the morning and I pray and I talk to God, I say, God, fill my heart with love. So much love that I have no choice but to let it spill out onto other people. If you try to love, now not that doesn't mean that everybody is easy to love. Some people are very difficult to love. I have people in my life, they're just very difficult. They're not easy people. But God has called us to love them. Now that doesn't mean that He has called us to have a close relationship with them. That's something different. But He has called us to show love, compassion, kindness, to walk in peace. When you do all those things, that provides justice. If you show love, kindness, peace, that provides justice. Stone Cold, how you doing? If someone is out to hurt you, how do you love them? You love them from a distance. You place your boundary. You can't be in everybody's life. And sometimes that includes family members. My day is going good, Stone Cold. Thank you, Mr. Friend. Thank you, 13. If you look at the Bible, there's stories in the Bible where a person's family was out to get them. Look at Joseph and his brothers. You set your boundaries, you protect yourself, but that doesn't mean you have to have a close relationship with them. G. Howard, how you doing? Yaki, welcome in. You protect yourself. If you know that someone is out to harm you, you protect yourself. You put the distance in between you and them. Yeah, you think of Cain. You're very right. That's even better example. Cain and Abel. Really, how can it be a child can take out the family? That's not the family is deeper. There are people in this life that don't have your best interest at heart. They could be actively trying to harm you. I've experienced that. You place the distance, you protect yourself. You use discernment. You pray, you talk to God about it. You use wisdom. Oh, that's wonderful, Victor. I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I'm glad that you're doing better. Mickey, welcome in. Thank you, Victor. They know you best. They know your very bottom every trigger. Some people, they will try to mess with you. They will try to get to you. Some people take pleasure in causing other people misery. What do you do with a person like that? Some people, they don't want to cooperate. They don't want to work together. They don't want to be better. You can't do anything. And you can't do anything with a person that doesn't want to accept accountability. Some people don't want to do better. They don't want to love. What can you do with somebody like that? That called me, one that I stayed away from years because of abuse. Yeah, if you're experiencing abuse, if you have experienced abuse from any person, family, friend, especially family, you that is a no. Yeah, if you don't trust it, follow that feeling, Buttercup. If you don't trust it, you have to listen to that feeling. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. If you don't trust it, follow that feeling. Man, there is a fly flying around here. Barefoot, welcome in. Let me get where's my coffee at? Is it from your sister? Pablo, welcome in. Yeah, Buttercup, if you don't trust it, you gotta pay attention to those feelings, that intuition, that nudge. MD, welcome in. Thank you guys for liking the live. I appreciate it. Thank you. Why does everybody try to invalidate feelings? I don't know. For a person to invalidate another person's feelings, a lot of times they have to accept accountability. Thank you, Michael, for the galaxy. Yay! Thank you. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you for the galaxy. Putting tips in the tabby jar. Thank you. Papa Trifocal Man, how are you today? Leslie, how are you? Thank you, Michael. For a person to validate another person's feelings, a lot of times that means accepting accountability, and they may not want to do that. Accepting accountability may mean admitting that they were wrong, coming to terms with their own faults, and a lot of people don't want to do that. The good thing about being an adult, I think one of the best things about being an adult is that you get to choose who you can be around, and for the most part, to what extent things you would tolerate. I don't care if it is family, Buttercup. If somebody is not treating you the way you want to be treated, the way you know is fair, you don't be around them. Maybe you will have to see them or deal with them to some degree, but you make it on your terms and you make it very clear, I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm not going to tolerate abuse. You're not going to abuse me. You don't allow yourself to be put in situations, and don't put yourself in situations or the space to give them the time or the space to treat you a certain type of way. Thank you. Is it Detroit? I appreciate you. I would have married you and been in Egypt somewhere by now. Why Egypt, Philly? Thank you, Michael, for the divine fingers. Daniel, welcome in. How's it going? No, no, no. You're okay, Buttercup. You're okay. I know family is difficult to deal with, Buttercup. It is very difficult. It's very complex. Sometimes you just gotta cut people out. Sometimes you just gotta cut people out. You gotta cut people off. I don't like blocking people, but sometimes you have to block people. Sometimes you just can't, you see them on holidays, how you doing, hope life is well, you pray for them, but you don't be around them because you can't. You thought of, I have someone in my life, family, that, I love dearly, but I can't be around this person. And I've prayed and I've talked to God about it, and I've asked God, should I try to reconcile? Should I try to extend to this person? Thank you, Brent. And every time I pray, God always gives me a dream, and He always reveals to me, Tabitha, that's not for you to do. You've done your part. Leave the rest to me. And He shows me that if I try to extend to this person, that I'm just going to get hurt. So I know that God is protecting me. So I pray for them. I love them from a distance. I mind my business and I stay in God's protection. I listen to Him, so I'm protected. Is it uncomfortable? Yeah. Block people, the block party. Daniel, I see you. Not somebody who seems annoyed with me all the time. You want to be around people that make you feel accepted and loved and celebrated. And family, I don't want to be around, especially when people start drinking. Detreya said, protect your peace at all costs. I agree. I see you, Blake. How you doing? Yeah, you want to feel loved and celebrated and heard, seen. Some, not everybody has been, fortunate enough to have good family that treats them good. But you know what? You can't choose your family, but you can choose your friend. And I've learned that there are people that will come alongside you in this life, and they will love you and celebrate you and listen to you and advocate for you. Family doesn't have to mean blood relatives. Family can be who you decide is your family. Charles, how's it going? JRM, thank you for the heart me. Mm-mm-mm. You're very welcome, Buttercup. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Got the memo. Welcome in. T, how's it going? Michael, thank you for liking the live. I'm bad as hell. Bub, you're somebody whose input matters. Aw, thank you, Buttercup. I appreciate you sharing with me, very personal things. I know it's not easy. I know some of the things that you share with me, I have firsthand experience with, and I know it's not easy, but know that you're in my thoughts, and I send you my love, and I will definitely be praying for you and your mom. But I want you to protect yourself. I want you to know that you don't have to do, I don't care if it's siblings, it doesn't matter. You still protect yourself. You don't let a person treat you any kind of way, because people will do and try to get away with as much as they can. You don't let them. You don't let nobody mistreat you. Michael, thank you for that laugh. Thank you, got the memo. I appreciate you. Muchísimas gracias. Yeah, no matter how old they are. You got a lot of adults that are still mentally, they're still children. Their maturity level is still that of a 12-year-old, an 11-year-old. They're walking around here. People are grown. Especially if you grown, you know better. Dark light. But like I said, people will try to get away with as much as you allow them to get away with, you know? Hollister, welcome in. User 758. How's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, you have to do what's right. In all things, pray, Buttercup. Especially when you're dealing with family, you don't know what to do. You ask God. You pray. You ask God for direction. Ask Him for protection and direction. Protection and direction. Yeah, you have to do what's right. Ask for protection. That's good. That is very good. Rudolph, thank you for liking the live. Hmm. How's your how's work been going for you, Buttercup? Work is good? Oh, that's good. I'm happy to hear it. Hey, Susan, how are you? The bird has a little nest. I don't want to look over there because whenever I look over there, then she flies away. She has a nest up there. She got some babies. Daisuke, welcome in from Japan. How are you? Did I say it right? Did I say it right? Daisuke? 88? What part of Japan are you from? Are you from Japan or you living there? I think it's the first time someone from Japan has been on the YouTube live. Osaka. You from Osaka? That's cool. That's cool. What time is it over there, Daisuke? You need food too? Blake, how's it going? Blake, I see you. I see you, Blake. Thank you guys for the thumbs up on the live. Delvino, welcome in. How's it going? Shampoo Beard, welcome in. How's it going? Oh, it's late over there. Either you up very late or you up extremely early. And when you doing up so late, Daisuke? Oh, it's okay, Buttercup. I know people get busy. It's okay, no worries. I'm just happy when you can come and hang out. I'll be praying for you. Ladana, your mom, Ladana. Sparkplug, welcome in. Brent, thank you for liking the live. You're very welcome, Buttercup. D1, how's it going? Ladana, okay. Oh, capital D. Okay, okay. We will pray for her tonight. Am I Chinese? No. Billy, welcome in. You're early riser, so you up early. Do you have to go to work soon? Thank you, Dr. Dandruff Podcast. How you been? Daisuke, were you born in Osaka? Thank you, Shampoo Beard. I kind of feel like I don't know, I'm not having a good hair day. I washed it last night. It was still pretty wet when I woke up this morning. I put it up in a towel. And I'm not a big fan how it turned out today. I see you have nothing to say. One, Jax, welcome in. I see you have nothing to say. One, said to you. What do you mean, Robert? I'm doing good, Sparkplug. I'm doing very good. Thank you, Blake, for the compliment. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. Her fan. I see you beats. What do I do for a living? I'm a groundskeeper, Daisuke. I'm a groundskeeper. What do you do, Daisuke? Michael, thank you for liking the live. 24 Various, welcome in. How's it going? Robert, I didn't understand what you said. Tony P, I see you. Mufasa, how's it going? How you doing, Mufasa? Mufasa. I see you, Robert. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the heart me, Mufasa. How you been, Mufasa? You was born in 1988? You're 80s baby? When's your birthday, Daisuke? Let's see, listen. Tabby, a professional motivator and speaker of good vibes. Thank you, Jamie. How you doing, Jamie Jam? How's it going, friend? What you been up to today? 8th of January? Cool. What do you do, Daisuke? What do you do for a living in Osaka? Janice, how's it going? How do I put a cowboy hat over this hair? It's big. It just fits over it. Sometimes I blow it out so it won't be as big, but yeah, it fits over it. Do I feel the way I look? I think so. I think so. Gerald, welcome in. Very late 80s baby. It's her glory. Thank you, Mr. Demetrius. You work retail shop? That's cool. Doing great. Drinking a lot of tea today. You hung a door and drank a lot of tea. What kind of tea you drank, Jamie? I'm good, Janice. How's your little one? Thank you, Gerald, for the compliment on my hair. I was drinking, so Yaya got me some tea, some green tea. I've been drinking the green tea. She got me some sencha tea. That's one of my favorites, and I've been drinking it. You never seen me in my cowboy hat? I got it with. I think I got it with me in the car. Zeno, welcome in. How's it going? My day has been good, Jamie. My day has been very good. I've been drinking PG Tips, also lemon and ginger tea. Get green tea tonight. Put it on. It's in, my keys are inside the house. Yeah, I like tea. My family they're big coffee drinkers, so when I come I drink a bunch of coffee, but I like tea. I'm a big tea drinker. I like all sorts of tea, but the essential one is one of my favorite. It's kind of mild. It's very mild. You don't have to add I don't add sweetener to it. I just drink it like that. Good morning. How's it going? How you been, Zeno? Are you up in your loft, Jamie? Chilling in your bean bag? Chilling in your bean bag? Earl Grey with lemon is your favorite? That sounds good. Call me out. I am literally sitting here bean bag. It's comfortable. So when I was little, I had a pink bean bag. My sister had a purple one. They were pink and purple. They were the most comfortable things. You can sleep on it. Fall asleep on it. Mujo, how's it going? You can sleep in that bean bag. All I have up in my loft is I got my bed. I have it's 100% cotton mattress, and it is so comfortable. And I go up there. I got my books and stuff up like that, but only time I really go up in my loft is just when it's bedtime. Sí, Money, how's it going? Carlos, saludos. Desde el metal del mundo, ¿cómo estás? You have a beanbag? What color your beanbag, Kevin? Are super underrated? I bet you could sleep on it for sure. How you doing, Anna Ray? They had the big ones, the big bean bags, were like they made for people to sleep on them. How's work going in, Ray? Yeah, I like the bean bags. They're comfortable. Estoy bien, Carlos. Estoy bien. Gracias a Dios. Estoy bien. Y mi familia y mis niñas, todos están bien. Going to lunch. What you eating? All the way up high or way down into the basement or something to sleep? Where I am, Jamie, we don't have we have attics over here, but we don't have basements. We don't have basements. You going to sleep? Take your little nappy nap. Don't want. Thank you for liking the live. Yeah, over here we don't have. Right, 13? I don't think in Texas, they don't have a. Down south, we don't really have basements, right? Right. Thank you for the heart me. Right, so right. Neocortex, how you doing? I see you with the emojis. Emojis. Yeah, I don't think we have the basements and stuff. That's more up north. Really? You want one? I just want an underground home, Jamie. I want something like a hobbit home, something on the side of the hill. Yeah. Have you ever been to the U.S., Jamie? Where am I from? I'm from the U.S. I'm from Texas. Right. Are there many people? Are tiny houses a thing in the UK, Jamie? People live in tiny houses over there. Chi-Town, welcome in. How's it going? I never been to the U.S. I think I would like it there though. It looks fun. Well, when you come over here, Jamie, you gotta let me know, okay? Make your way to Texas. Again, we can take you to the fun food places, Jamie. Yeah, we have tornado spark plug where I am. This tornado alley. Thank you, MC. I appreciate the compliment. It's so kind of you. Thank you. Where are you tuning in from, MC? Rock the Star, welcome in. I've seen some nice kits for hobbit houses though. Big fiberglass domes that you bury and grow grass on. I don't know about the fiberglass. I don't know if I'm a big fan of the fiberglass though. So I told you, right? I have a friend. He's an older gentleman. He's in Oregon, so he's on the west, and he has an underground home, and he put, he did like the wood framing and stuff like that. He put up the wood. I can't remember it. I think he used pine. I don't know, but he put like the rubber, the outer layer. I don't know if I would want to do fiberglass. I want like a non-toxic, low toxic, as much as possible. Like I thought about doing. Brand, I was gonna ask you, would you know how to? Have you seen the teardrops? I like the teardrops, but I would like something made of like it to be wooden. Like have you guys seen where they do the insulation and they use wool instead of the regular insulation? The nice barbecue you have over there. Reinforced concrete with king layers would be good. I don't know if I would want to do the fiberglass. Tanking. Reinforced concrete with tanking layers would be good. How you doing, Saint? Luis, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo andas, Rey? Use wool insulation? Well, did you really? Did you really, 13? Oh, man, I gotta talk to you, 13. So, Yaya want her a tiny house, 13. She wants something like a cottage. And I told her to look on Pinterest. She's like, I don't know, I'm not seeing anything. Chris, thank you for the follow. How you doing, Saint? How's Alexandria? Natural wool insulation is very good. Not many people use it, but it's great. I think it's really good. I would want it. I saw a woman, she had like a chemical sensitivity, and she had a tiny house built, and she used like the her materials and stuff. She used a lot of reclaimed materials, but a lot like she used wool insulation, and she tried to make it as low toxic as possible. Thank you, Y2J17. Blessings to you. We doing good, Sam. We doing good. We doing very good. Eating better for your health. That's the only things with like new builds, the off gassing. I don't like carpet either. I wouldn't want carpet. Did you enjoy your trip, Saint? Reasonably priced too. You can get all kinds of loose fill insulation for logs. Loose fill cellulose is basically paper. Can use fired ceramic beads into the wall cavities. Yeah, I would want me like a low toxic. My house that I have now, it was rebuilt with pretty much all reclaimed. It was built with reclaimed materials. The only thing that was new on it was like my solar setup. I think, yeah, my solar setup, the panels and stuff like that. But it was built with reclaimed materials. How you doing, D Nice? Sheep, how's it going? I don't know. I know how to do some stuff, but I don't know how to do the things that I want to do. I feel like if I knew how to do more things, I would be building all the time. D Nice, I see you. Yeah, I want to learn how to. I really want to learn. They host workshops sometimes where you can go and they'll teach you how to build. You know, you pay as a fee, but you go and you stay at the place, and then they teach you how to build. Soundwave, how's it going? Confident I would have a go at anything at this point. Like I like Cobb. You know Cobb. There's a woman I shared this. I shared her, but she's on YouTube. Her name is Emma Orbach. She lives in a Cobb home. She built her Cobb home, but she lives with no electricity. It's definitely addictive. Yeah, I know how to use, like, I have a circular saw, I have, drill and stuff like that. I know how to do pretty basic stuff. I can build pretty basic stuff, but I would really like to, like, if I knew how to build, really build, if I feel confident, I would be building Yaya her own tiny house right now. For sure, I would. If you resourceful, like on Craigslist, they have where you can pick up free material all the time. Pallets, you can take apart pallets and use that for stuff. Take the wood apart. I want to build a tiny house. Yeah, I really want something partially underground. My little hobby home on the side of a mountain, a hill. Your trip was great. Oh, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. Did you eat some good food, Saint? Yeah, I want to build. I really want to be up in the mountain. Yeah, it can. YouTube can help you with anything. I really want to be up in the mountains and just build a bunch of stuff, plant a bunch of fruit trees. That's my dream. Be up in the mountains, plant a bunch of fruit trees, have some animals, some sheep, my donkey. I don't know about having a donkey though. The I can't really go so far up north because the donkeys are desert animals, so it can't be too cold for the donkey. I definitely want a donkey though. I need a baby donkey. Can't wait to go to Texas. Yeah, Janice. When you come, you gotta let me know. Thermal and moisture envelopes are a good thing to learn a bit about if you're doing a scratch build. I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, be on the top of a mountain, have some black cats, a donkey. Plant a bunch of fruit trees. Plant a bunch of fruit. One way to find out. Yeah, I really want a baby donkey. Want a little baby donkey. I'm gonna treat that little thing like royalty. Make it a bunch of flower crowns. I'm gonna baby it. It's gonna be so spoiled. My little baby donkey is gonna be so spoiled. Yeah. I'm gonna get me a little baby donkey. Daisy, welcome in. Close attention to thermal envelopes because of my HVAC training. What exactly does that mean? Like when you say thermal envelope, what exactly does that mean? Up from Ashes said, I want an underground functional bunker. Some add knives and extra mags for my amigo. Really? Mm-hmm. Some AKs, knives. Thermal envelope. Keeping the conditioned air in and the outside air out. The physical barrier separating its conditioned indoor living space from the outdoors or unconditioned spaces to evaluate and enhance the system. You can utilize the U.S. Department of Energy for efficiency guidelines. The dew point for moisture too. It's the layer around living space at which point at, at which point one side is your warm side insulated and the other is outside. Oh, okay. I'll decorate my donkey to the fullest. Thank you, Al, for the divine fingers. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely want a donkey. A little baby donkey. Windows and door sills, insulation, and vapor barriers. I look like Lenny Kravitz. I'm Tabby. I'm Lenny Tabbits. Lenny Tabbits. Thank you. Barb Army. Oh, from London. Welcome in. Lenny Tabbits. Okay. I'm looking at the thermal envelope. They got the ridge vent at the top of the house. Soffit vents. Lenny Tabbits. Yeah. I So one of my friends is, on TikTok. I had posted a video that I did with a filter on, and I had my hair down, but I had like a goatee and stuff on it. Put the filter on, and that's what he said. Cause my middle name is Lynn, and my first name is Tabitha, so he said Lenny Tabbits. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Lenny Tabbits. Janice, thank you for the heart me. Thank you, darling. Lenny Tabbits. It's cloudy out here today, but it feels kind of hot. Yeah, I want a little hobbit home on the side of a mountain or a hill. It can be Tabby Land for real. Tabby Land. Tabby Land for real. That would be cool, right? I've got a little cry, really? Yeah, because of your hair. That's funny. Janice, do you get people come up and try to touch your hair all the time? I would imagine. You get women trying to touch your hair, coming up and putting their fingers all in your hair. Al, welcome back in. They say you should date your equal and those reverse filters, so nothing but Sama higher for me. No, Yaya did a picture of me. Was it she showed it to me day before yesterday? She did a ask Gemini to turn me into a guy, and she showed it to me. I'm like, nah, I like being a girl. How you doing, TJ? She did herself too. She made her a picture of herself as a dude. I was like, I have a handsome son. She looked all cool. How you doing, Supersonic? She looked all cool. She looked like her brothers. But I'm like, oh, I have a real handsome son. Still, her name would still be Giannis because Giannis is technically a male name. Hawk, welcome in. TJ said, yeah, I'd rather not see that one. Mess with you a little bit, TJ? Does it bother you a little bit? But I can't find bacon seeds. Ain't no bacon seeds. Ain't no bacon seeds, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Echo, welcome in. Unfortunately, no bacon seeds. Giannis basketball player? My name is genderless, I think. My grandfather, his middle name was Lewis. Henry Lewis Howard. That was him name. Brandley, welcome in. Maurice, how's it going? Maurice, how's it going? How you doing, Yazira? Yazir. He had all royal names. Pickle Rick, how are you? I'm trying to find the picture of Emma's house. The woman I was talking about. I think if I would have had a son, the name would still be with a Y. Something with a Y. They would all have my, Y names. Giannis, Yore. Do I ever crack up laughing all the time? All the time. Do you guys think that you could live in a house that didn't have electricity? Like have to use candle and then you gotta use the fire to cook all your meals. I did that. I used wood to cook all my meals for about maybe 8 years. Jenna said nope. I seem so serious. I'm on here laughing all the time. Okay, I'm coming. We're going to get married. Are we really? You said answer your question. Okay, let me scroll back up. What was my grandfather's name? I don't want to repeat it on here. Somebody might try to look me up. I'll message you, TJ. You did for 2 weeks during hurricane? Oh. Jamie said you could do that easy. You think we might be related, TJ? You could do that, Jamie? Would it be enjoyable for you? Like, could you do it? Some people like, yeah, I could do that, but I wouldn't want to do it. But would you be okay with living like that? How you doing, Troy? Oh, okay. We are not too far from that question. Hardest thing to get was ice. Mmm. Oh, from Ashley said, nope, I need all the creature comforts. Trey, how's it going? I don't know. I think that once I'm older, I don't think that my electricity needs will be that much. So I could probably get along with just having like a little solar generator and I'd be fine. It wouldn't be like I would be powering up a bunch of stuff. But me and the girls, we lived without electricity for about a month when they wired my solar in properly. I would Mexican grandparents, yeah. Yeah. I spent a Christmas in San Luis Potosi and we were in Santa Maria. Yeah, there was a like lights inside the house, but the bathing and stuff like that, like the shower was outside. It was attached to the house, but it was outside. Scorpions just walking around everywhere. I'm just trying to hurry up and bathe, making sure I don't get stuck. Waiting to see your nephew. I love to. I would enjoy it. I love being outside. I think I would find to be an adventure. That's cool. I didn't really meet people that like that. That is cool. People I'm around, they want to be inside in the AC. So, I don't know. No, it was cool though. Where without power for a week during the last hurricane, cold showers definitely humble you. Yeah, they do. One thing that I learned, from just living in my tiny house and stuff, my what I do on a daily, my schedule and what I do on a daily, it greatly depends on the weather. And the most important things for me is wood and water. Those are the two things that my mind is constantly focused on. Do I have enough water and do I have enough wood? We have a drought going on now, and data centers are going up in certain states. Yeah, I was reading about that. Up north is experiencing drought, and down south we got all the rain. Hot bucket showers from the well. Ain't nothing but corn and chicken. Lauren, welcome in. How's it going? How are you? You can't do cold showers? I can do cold shower, but it's simple. Like you can get a 5-gallon bucket, right? Spray paint it black. Poke some holes in it, or you can attach a little nozzle to it, right? You leave it in the sun. If you're in a hot area, a place to get sun, leave it in a hot area. You hang it up somewhere. There go your shower right there. Gardening inside the greenhouse. Oh, that's cool. Where you guys planning? Some cold showers, especially in Florida. I like cold showers. In the summertime, I just take cold showers. A borehole I seen the kids you get online. That would be fun. You have to get the water tested through to make sure it's safe. Not too cold. I gotta have some kind of warm water. The supersonic said, "Nah, I can't do them cold showers." I don't know. I'm okay. I can rough it. I could be okay roughing it. It wouldn't be so rough. I could still find enjoyment. I'd be all right. But some people really don't like that. It would change their whole personality. They just be irritated all the time. Shirley said, I need them hot. Survival kit, cabbage, peppers, lettuce, tomatoes. If the grid were ever go down, we got another problem. Thank you, Ryans. I appreciate you. I love a cold shower when it's hot outside. Yeah, in the summertime, I primarily take cold showers. I primarily take cold showers, wash my hair in cold water. That's a nice feeling when it's hot outside. You take a shower and you let the cold water hit your scalp, roll down your hair. It feels nice. Steven, welcome in. Moonshine Mega Stores. How you doing, Jeffrey? The temperature today? 75 right now. Sheldon, welcome in. Scorpio Rising, welcome in. Thank you guys for the likes. Help to regulate blood pressure when it's cold, but good Lord, I run to that towel. For a while, there was like a couple years ago, I just started taking cold showers, even in the wintertime. And it's jarring. Like, it definitely gives a shock to your system. But, the cold water makes the blood rush to your organs. The hot water makes it rush to your skin. That's why if you've been in hot water, your skin turns red. That's the blood flow. But they say that the cold showers help with anxiety and stuff like that. Clarence, how's it going? In the morning, but then I switched it to coldest. It's like a shot of adrenaline. Yeah. They say though that it helps with like people that if you deal with anxiety or if you struggle going to sleep, take a cold shower or in the shower with cold water because then they say that it as your body is trying to warm up, it's gonna relax you and put you to sleep. Pickle Rick, how's it going? Thank you for the heart me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Clarence, how you doing? TJ, thank you for liking the live. We still have an old-fashioned hot water heater. The warm water doesn't last long enough. Oh, I always calm through any chaos. I'm doing good, Pickle Rick. I'm doing very good. Thank you, Clarence. I appreciate that. Jay, how's it going? How you doing today? Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I'm great and grateful. I like that. Great and grateful. That is wonderful. Anderson, welcome in. What is a waterless water heater? Tankless water heater. Veggies keep us from sickness. Living and thriving. That's a good one too. Great and grateful. Living and thriving. Great and grateful. Living and thriving. I like that. I likes that. TJ, thank you for liking the live. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna head out. I'm going to make lunch. I am making ratatouille. Ratatouille. I'm making ratatouille. Smart meters seem to distribute water flow evenly. Alright, Lewis. Thank you, Saint. I'll be back on tonight for the Bible reading. How you doing, Bryant? I'll be back on tonight for the Bible reading. If you want to come back and hang out with me, I will be back on at 8:30 Central Time. I'm gonna dance while making it? Probably. I do my little jig every now and then. That's what keeps me going. Put some music on. Yeah, let the joy come out. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed day. Larry, where you been, Larry? Larry, I need you to show your face a little more, sir. Even though you don't got a picture, I need to see that L come up on the screen sometimes. What you been up to? Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you, darling. Thank you for coming in and hang out with me. I always enjoy it. Enjoy your evening, sir. Relaxing your beanbag. All right, Janice. Larry, you be watching the playoffs? Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself. You were trying to? You working today, Larry? Elvika, welcome in. Baba, welcome in. Larry-o. Have a green tea now? Okay. When I get off, I will make me one too. We can cheers. We can cheers. Give me about 10 minutes and then we can cheers together. There was another live attack? What do you mean, Larry? San Antonio should win it all? What do you mean, Larry? Another live attack? Cheers. Cheers. I'm waiting on Larry to explain himself. You was hearing another person's voice? Sometimes it's like that when I come on the live too. I have to exit the app and come back on. That happens to me sometimes. Larry, you off today or you working? I'm gonna be back on tonight for the Bible reading. I gotta go make some food now. Thank you, elevating the bread, man. I appreciate the compliment. You off? So you gonna be hanging out with us tonight, sir? I need you to come back for the Bible reading. All right, Larry? You don't gotta be paying attention. Just turn your phone on and just listen, okay? In the southeast? I'm in the south. Thank you, elevating the bread, man, for the roses. I appreciate you. I'm lagging because Larry came on the live. I'm trying to see, I'm trying to make sure him all right. Mark, how's it going? Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thank you, Elevating the Bread Man, for the roses. You gave me a nice bouquet. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bing. Has it rained? Yeah, it didn't rain. It rained some, was it yesterday? I think it rained. Cruise ship had a ball on it and had to turn around. Oh, dang. San Antonio is like 3.5 hours from me. All right, Elevating. I see you. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. Blessings, everybody. I'll be back on tonight. 8:30. All right. I'll see you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye, y'all. Thank you, Brent, for the divine fingers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, y'all. Bye-bye. I'll see y'all.